Verbally Effective with Ina Esco is an interview-style podcast that intersects art, culture, politics, and entertainment with a Memphis focus. With producer Sana Marie. Each week, I'm joined by a featured guest with roots in Memphis. Verbally Effective delves into each guest's personal journey to uncover the incredible stories fueling their purpose, the highs and lows of their pursuits, and how through their passion, they are moving the culture forward. Be sure to follow Verbally Effective and Ina Esco on Instagram. Also, download the Verbally Effective podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play Music. Don't forget to check out the website and submit to be a guest at verballyeffective.com. Greetings, and welcome to another edition of the Verbally Effective podcast. I'm your host, your double E, Ina Esco. You know, this podcast is all about the movers and shakers in Memphis. It intersects art, culture, politics, entertainment with a Memphis focus. I want to send a huge shout out for all of you that support the podcast. I want to shout out the consortium, MMT, for allowing me to podcast in this space. And I also want to shout out my new sponsor, Emil Segui Jr. He is a tax rep with Exact Tax Group. And if you guys need some tax services, you need to hit him up at 901-752-9152. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. I got my girl in the building today. She is a female promoter. And I'm saying female promoter because I don't see a lot of them, especially in Memphis. She's also an event planner. I know you've seen her in the city of Memphis doing her thing. I'm talking about Ooowee Nikki B, a.k.a. Nikki Barnes. Hey, lady.
Hey, Ina. Thank you so much for having me on today. I'm Ooowee Nikki B, guys, one of the hottest female up-and-coming promoters in Memphis. So y'all check me out. I got a lot of hot events, just with some of the biggies being Trap Gala, Sneaker Bar, and the biggest, sexiest pool party of the summer. So you guys check me out, but I'm going to let you get a little bit of my business today. I usually don't tell people stuff, but
she is ready.
I'm going to get a little bit of my business.
You know what? I have been following you on Instagram, and one of the things that I've noticed is, like I said, you do your own parties here in Memphis. I don't see a lot of women doing the promotion piece of it, right? And I've been around parties for as long as I've been in Memphis. And I hit you up in your DM. I was like, I want to get you on a podcast so you can talk from a woman's perspective about this Memphis nightlife. So we're going to get all into that. But let's start at the beginning. What part of Memphis are you from?
Oh, I'm from South Memphis.
Okay.
I went to Hamilton most of my life. We got blessed. My grandma won a house from the casino.
Wow.
And we moved to Horn Lake, Mississippi. And I actually was grateful for that experience. Being a person from South Memphis, we didn't have a lot of opportunities. I didn't see a lot. I can honestly say until I went to Horn Lake, I never met a white person in my life. So I think I probably met my first white person.
You was a little culture shock.
Outside of a store clerk when I was 15, but I just got exposed to so much there going to Horn Lake, Mississippi. So I graduated from Horn Lake, but still was true blue, Hamilton, majorette all my life, in the band, all of this.
No choir?
No choir. I was band. I play a little flute, but that's about it. No choir. But yeah, South Memphis, DHG, DTO, Bunker Hill. Even my mama born and raised, whole family. So
wow.
I love my neighborhood. I love Memphis. Like I love Memphis. Been all around, but it's really nothing like Memphis.
You know what? I love South Memphis too. I'm not originally from Memphis, but when I moved to Memphis, went to Lamont College in South Memphis. So I'm all up in them ponds by LOC, right? Was there like 4 years in the area. So I know what you're saying when you say you love Memphis. Now, let's talk about your high school. I know you were on the street team with Shunn Gunn.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Oh, man.
For those that don't know who Shunn Gunn is, tell the Verbally Effective audience who that is.
So Shunn Gunn was the biggest, hottest, no ID promoter from maybe I think I started working with him in 2005. So he probably was around 2000, probably 5 years before I was. He was the biggest promoter. No matter what school you went to, he probably had about 3 people on his street team at this school. You were going to see the flyer. Social media did not exist then. It was strictly radio and us just hitting the streets, passing out flyers, and no ID party. So was going to Crystal Palace and Skate Odyssey first, and then you kind of graduate into the teenage nightclubs. He was the next step. I went out every week. He was like, who is this girl with this big old smile? I was like, hey, Shunn. And I was like, I want to work for you. And he was like, okay, I'm going to give you some flyers to pass out. So I think I started at Hamilton doing it, and then I went to Horn Lake. So there was a whole nother market that he was able to tap into, the Mississippi kids that had never
he got the DeSoto County crew.
He got the DeSoto County crew because I brought some people out from South Haven and Olive Branch because I'm always a big fish in a little pond, so I got to know everybody in DeSoto County just like I got to know everybody in Memphis. So that's kind of how I started off.
Okay, so started off with Shunn Gunn, and I know you attended the University of Memphis. Let everybody know what your major was.
So my major started off as broadcast journalism, but freshman year, we kind of get a taste of that adulthood, and we kind of BS a little bit. I started working at a hotel at the front desk, and I used to always see the ladies in sales. Love the Jamie Foxx show, so I just decided I was going to be fancy.
All right.
So my major was hospitality and resort management. So I started off at the front desk, working my way up to sales admin. From there, I went to event planner. From event planner to sales manager to the director of catering and hospitality. So over all the events. So I moved to Dallas, Texas to do it for a minute. And so I've done events up to like 5,000 people.
Wow. When I read your bio, I thought that was so interesting because, you're not just out here being a female promoter, just wham, bam, hey, I'm Nikki B. You have a background in this field.
And it's crazy because I actually had to pick kind of like between the entertainment industry and my 9-to-5, my 9-to-5 professional job. So you have some people, I'm at work, and then people come by and they're like, hey, this is Nikki B. And then you got your coworkers, they go find my Instagram, and they're like, oh, you signed a $60,000 contracts, but you got girls twerking on your Instagram page. Like, it was kind of like a conflict of interest, and even just being tired and not being able to give as much of my energy to the parties. By the time I get to the parties, I'm like either too tired from work, and I'm kind of like, no, I can't drink today, and really give those people that experience. So kind of had to pick between the two, but it's good to always know I got a fallback plan, that my resume is good, and I can go back into the corporate world whenever I'm ready.
You good anyway, Nikki B. Now, you had to make that decision. Now, I heard you say you went to Dallas. Yes. Tell me about your experience in Dallas, and what did you see in Dallas that you didn't see in Memphis?
Ooh, I saw everything in Dallas. People always say, I hate Memphis, I hate Memphis, I hate Memphis. And it's not that I hate Memphis, it's just so much that Memphis lacks. But with me being in the hospitality and tourism industry, I know how much is coming to Memphis. Like, if you look at downtown and you see everything that's being built and rebuilt and all of the resources that are being poured in, I know within 5 years, like, we're going to be just as hot as any other city. We'll probably still be a little bit behind, but just like Memphis day parties. What time do you think people go to day parties in Memphis?
2-ish?
Day parties don't even start in Memphis until 4. 4?
It might as well be.
People do not come until 7:30. The day party is not lit until 9.
That's like the night party then.
Exactly. A typical day party in Dallas, we get up at 12 at brunch. By 3 o'clock, I'm like, I'm drunk off mimosas. I need a nap.
Oh, my.
So we're trying to bring some of the fun just back into entertainment, nightlife. It's just not fun here anymore. Everything is so chargy. It's like, I want to party with these people and not those people. So trying to get some of the club owners to even go back to like, hey, I'm a promoter. We don't want to charge a cover. Like, hey, maybe just do a percentage of the bar or something like that. But we just want to get people back out and let them know that the clubs are safe, they are fun, and it's something to do. People have been so stressed out with the pandemic and COVID and money troubles. Like, we don't want you to stay in the house. We want you to get out and have fun. So trying to make it affordable and fun and safe at the same time.
But you know what? It does seem like people are back out. Like, we're not going back in the house anymore. Like, regardless of what happens with COVID, like, there's no more shut-ins.
Yeah, I think especially with everybody getting the vaccine and people still passing away from the vaccine, I think that was the biggest boost of people just be like, let me just get out and live my life. Let me just get out and live my life. I can't say when they did close all the clubs in Memphis during the pandemic, like, house parties and the few lounges that were able to stay open were super crunk. You had some people that just didn't want to sit down.
Yeah.
That
was you. Wow. Well, Nikki B, I want to know, how do you move in this whole nightlife industry as a woman? And are you respected by the men?
Oh my God, that is a tough question. Every day, I don't know if it's because I'm a woman, I go in with the mindset like I'm a woman, they're gonna try this because I am a woman. It's already like a defense wall, like mechanism put up. I'm like, okay, I'm all business. Y'all can joke, but I have to. So I always most definitely go in and get the business done first. I do have a lot of guys that support me, with Thomas Brownlee being like one of my biggest supporters.
Shout out Brownlee.
Shout out to Brownlee. Literally taught me the game. I came up under him. I was the supporting role in his operation for so long, and I was finally like, I got an idea. I want to do it. So I thank him for bringing me out. Him, Sibo, the twins. I got a lot of guys on my side. I usually show love to everybody, but because before I started throwing parties, I went to everybody parties. I'm not going to party with you and not party with them. I would go to 3 clubs in one night and spend money with everybody. So I'm good with just about everybody. I think they know if they play me, I'm going to call South Memphis.
What you say? You're going to call South Memphis. But you said something important. You say you take care of the business first.
I take care of the business first. Most definitely. So in my parties, you might look at my Instagram and you like, oh, they having a good time. I'm probably like the last person drunk. I'm going to pass out shots and stuff like that, but at the end of the night, I'm still going to be alert with people walking out. Like, are you guys okay? Did you drink too much? Security, did you get paid? DJ, did you get paid? I don't think I've ever had an event where somebody has said, like, Nikki was messed up or wasted or she talked to me crazy. Like, I'm just a professional always. I know it's an entertainment business, so we don't do contracts and we don't do W-2s and I-9s, but I still want to, yeah, you know, it's cash. It's $10.99 if you work for me. But yeah, I still try to keep it professional and let you know you can come talk to me. Like, I don't want to burn any bridges, and I feel like your name is an important thing. And so far, I don't have any stains on my name. I'm probably like the only promoter with no shootings, no fightings, no parties, or whatever like that. So yeah, we're going to try to keep that good energy.
I'm glad that you mentioned that because, you know, safety is a big issue, especially in Memphis, right? What does that look like with nightlife right now as far as safety goes?
Ooh, in the wake of the passing of like one of Memphis's favorite rappers, it got really slow for a minute. People were really scared to go out. So we really just had to get on there like, hey, we got undercover Memphis police officers on the lot. You have to take the extra precaution. Just a car on the lot makes people feel better, especially ladies when it's dark and you had a lot of people like breaking in cars and stuff like that. So we just had to beef up on our security. If it's an extra expense that we had to pay and take the hit to ensure that people still come out and have a good time, it's just something that we had to do. It's just something we got to do.
Wow, yes, definitely, especially here. You know what, when I was doing my research on you and on just trying to see if there were other women or how do women overall deal in nightlife, looked up Memphis, where do black people party at? And there were certain clubs that came up, but it kind of looked like really dated to me when I Googled the information. So when you have parties, where do you spend your time?
Okay.
Because there's quite a few facilities here in the M.
It is. It's quite a few. I work at quite a few, but right now I am blessed to be all under one brand. Okay. So you have Sibo the Dunn and you have the twins. They own the menu, they own status, and they own life. Okay. So right now I'm under all the same umbrella. So it's like everything is in-house. But I have done parties at Prohibition. I rented out Brickwood Hall. For Sneaker Ball. I've rented out Timeless Event Center in Perion. So it just depends on the vibe and the event and what I'm trying to go for. Because I got Trap Gala coming up. So
when is Trap Gala?
Trap Gala is March 12th. It's on a Saturday.
That's my birthday.
Okay, so we got to get her booth set up for her birthday.
Yes,
So we got Trap Gala coming up and I rented out Timeless Event Center. So it always just depends on what the event is. Like I said, I try to get away from just what everybody else is doing and throw a couple themed events in there too. So
let's stay on Trap Gala for a minute because I saw that, Trap Gala is described as a celebration of culture. Tell me, what is the vibe of Trap Gala?
Oh, my God. Trap Gala.
This was your idea.
Yes. The Trap Gala was my first party. That is my baby. So me being in corporate America, Cynthia Daniels, she had her 40 under 40. And everybody saw the pictures and they were going crazy. Like, why was I not invited? Why was I not invited? I'm like, oh, y'all I kind of ain't got a job. So you wouldn't know about it. So I'm like, how can I get these people to understand what a gala is and to stop throwing proms for adults? I had to kind of condition their mind. Everybody was like, oh, we're going to throw a prom, a 10-year later prom. I'm like,
no, that's not what we're doing.
It's just called a gala. It's just called a gala. So it's kind of everybody dressed up in their Sundays best, Sundays finest. And we going to look good, but we going to have fun to some trap music. Just because, we got degrees and stuff like that. I mean, we don't like a little Yo Gotti and a little Young Jeezy. So, we still going to do it like that and have fun at the same time.
Okay, March 12th, my birthday. That sounds real good for my Pisces out there, Now, Nikki B, tell me about a place in Memphis that we may not know about. That's like maybe a hidden gem or somewhere you like to go that we may not know about. That's, a nice spot.
Oh, my brother gonna kill me for saying this. I'm not gonna give y'all the address. My brother has a hookah lounge coming soon. It's called Xcviii. It's a little low-key spot. It's a vibe.
Okay.
He's going to kill me for saying this. And if you want some good food, I actually like the genre. I love the Twins.
Genre.
They do a lot of sound and production in the industry.
Oh,
it's
L&B?
right here downtown.
L&B? Yeah, I know
L&B.
them.
They're right across from 201 Poplar. I eat there probably like 2 or 3 times a week. So I love the Twins. They've been supporting me since back in the Mynt days. So now every chance I get, I try to go over there.
Definitely. Wow. Okay, so Nikki B, this is what I want you to tell the verbally effective audience. It may be women that want to do what you're doing. Because a lot of times, let's just say the atmosphere of a club, you're going to need women up in there, right?
Yes.
Right? You're going to need women up in there. But like I said, you're not the person that is only just bringing the women in. You counting the money at the end of the night.
Right.
So you a boss.
Right.
So if there are other young ladies that want to do what you're doing, what is your advice for them?
You have to first have an idea, believe in your idea, and get around people that believe in your idea as much as you do. I probably don't have the same friend group that I started out with.
And that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. Throwing parties, everybody want to get in for free, but then people, they don't want to repost your flyers. Like, a post on Instagram is, like, so free. But I had to get around people that got my creative juices flowing that didn't leave me empty when I left around this. So I got my friend Jeremy that I do the fashion show with Jeremy Allen. He's with me today. So I get around people like that.
Shout out Jeremy.
Shout out to Jeremy. So I get around other people that got the same like-minded. And, like, as soon as we get together, it's just ideas. We talking about money. We talking about the next level. We talking about vacations. We not talking about hating and gossiping and what's on Instagram no more. Like, we really get into the money in the bag. We like, in 10 years, we retiring. Parents ain't got to work no more. Kids, college paid up. Like, it's just, we on the same goal. Find somebody that got the same goals as you. People that got the same goals as you.
Now, what does your support system look like for a busy lady like yourself? Do you have a boo?
No boo.
No boo.
No boo, I'm looking.
You looking? You looking online?
I'm going to let him find me. No online dating. I do read y'all DMs.
She do read them.
I do read y'all. I appreciate if y'all
they gonna see scenes.
I appreciate if y'all just pay y'all little 20 and come in the club and come see me. But
now, I was looking at your Instagram and I did see that you used to have a boo.
Yeah.
And he passed away. Can you talk to us about that?
Oh, yes. My first love, he was the Drunken King of Memphis, so he actually books. I actually met him at one of Shunn Gunn parties. I met him when I was 15. I met him when I was 15 when I first started promoting. And he just life, being from Memphis and just life and the circumstances of Memphis, he just was never able to kind of like overcome them from going in the system at 18 and being institutionalized, and then not having another chance when you get out to going back in and just never really getting a fair chance, like just lost his life to the streets.
I'm so sorry.
It was real hard. I was in Dallas and I really just wanted to kind of, I ain't gonna say give up. It motivated me to go as hard as I did this year. I had to make a big decision whether to stay in Dallas or come back to Memphis, and I was like, I'm going to make both work, and that was a big part of it. And then just, even in Memphis, I've lost about 50, say since 2009, I probably lost about 50 friends.
That's a lot.
To gun violence.
That's a lot. 50.
Yeah, I can really like name off a list, but I don't want to start crying. Okay. But I don't want to start crying. But yeah, like the gun violence in Memphis, just the petty, senseless killings, like people not making it to C25, they not making it to 30. It's kind of like really the younger generation. I used to didn't want to believe rap music affects what we do, but
you think
it does? It really does. I feel like if we push a more positive message, now they pushing fashion, and Lil Baby is pushing taking care of your kids is cool. Like now you see a wave of guys like taking care of their kids, so they worried about fashion and getting their own business and stuff. Now it's shifting, so I'm happy to see the shift away from this. I hope we can just keep going.
Yeah,
kind of like in a positive direction.
Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know before we started the podcast, you said you're between both Dallas and Memphis.
Yes.
How you do that?
I'm between Dallas and Memphis. So, at first I started off with one party. I just started off with Prohibition on Saturday. So I would just fly in one day a week and then go back home. But now I'm here Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I fly in Thursday morning. Well, I fly in Thursday evening about 2. I make it to my party about 8. We'll turn up the whole night. Friday, I probably sleep the whole day.
You got that energy, honey.
Saturday, we gonna get up. We gonna brunch. We gonna have some fun. We gonna go to the mall and get outfits so we cute for status that night. Sunday, we gonna go to brunch. Sunday, fun day a little bit. We probably go to Love and Weekend before we hit the main event at Light that night. And most of the time, somebody in the car with me at 4 o'clock in the morning taking me to DC Queen. And we going straight to the airport. We going straight to the airport for a 6 o'clock flight back to Dallas. And
busy lady. I see that you're balancing it very well, though.
I try.
You got a big smile on your face. And I can feel your energy, too.
I be trying.
I could definitely feel your energy. Well, at this point in the podcast, we're going to transition to Esco's Pop Talk, where we'll discuss a few trending topics that's going out here with these celebs. Rihanna is pregnant.
Memphis? It's your girl, Nikki B.
I'm glad it's not
promoter
you.
in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm
Well, you know,
ready for that yet.
You know what?
Let's go check it out.
They have been trying to make Riri pregnant forever.
I would have rather had an album than a baby. Nah, I'm happy for Rihanna. I'm so happy for Rihanna. But I wish people supported their friends and reposted their friends as much as they posted her pregnancy.
Ooh.
We all be somewhere if they did that. You know, just saw that little Kiki out there. That little Kiki.
I'm excited for Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Another big thing that's out in the media right now, I kind of talked with you about this before we got started, is this Netflix show. It's a documentary. It's called Tinder Swindler. It's about this guy in Europe. His name is Shimon Hyatt. And he manipulated like a whole group of women online dating them. He met them on Tinder, right? And he actually would get with these women, show off his lavish lifestyle, but it was all a manipulation to get their money. So at this point, he's been blocked on these social media platforms from, pursuing women like he was doing, but at the same time, the women want their money back. We talking about upwards of maybe $200K or more. This man got it from the women. Let's talk about that for a second, this online dating life. What is looking like, Nikki B?
What's the little
She
meme?
said she reads our DMs,
What's
though.
the meme when a guy, he be like, got him. Got him. He got them. Oh, my God. I would never. We've seen Catfish. We old enough. If you want to meet somebody, just come to one of my parties. It be some nice guys. It be some nice-looking guys. They got a little money. They popping bottles. Bottles ain't cheap in the club. They paying about $400 a bottle in the club, ladies. So, yeah, bottles ain't cheap on top of paying to get in. So, but that's crazy.
That's crazy as hell.
Did they let him get away with it?
Yes, he did no jail time or anything. Does not have to pay them back or anything.
He shouldn't have to. I'm sorry.
Because what you say, they crazy for giving it to him.
Yeah, I'm not that desperate for. I ain't never been that desperate for love, but I come from a strong black woman who kind of pretty much like with or without a man, we gonna get it done. So
what's your mom think
I'm
about
definitely gonna keep my $200,000.
Look, I'm glad you brought your mom up. What does she think about you in this nightlife world?
Oh, my mama love her baby. I can do no wrong. My mama love her baby. If you've been to any of my parties, you probably see my mama working at the door.
Okay.
I don't trust that many people with my money.
Look, I don't blame you.
But you know what? There's probably a part of what keeps my party safe too. You see somebody mama at the door, you're not finna be too quick to try to cuss somebody out or want to shoot. You see elderly people. So that is the good part about my parties. A lot of my family members come, so it's a mix of older and younger. Then you got Brownlee, so those people. So it's a mix of people. But my mama, she love it. She ready for me to really blow up, so she ain't got to work no more.
And see, you are, planting seeds in the Memphis community. Why Memphis? Why are you staying in Memphis?
Because I made it from out of South Memphis. Like, literally, everybody used to tell my mama, why you let her go to the skate ring? Why you let her go to the club? She's going to be pregnant. She's going to be this. She's going to be that. I'm literally 30 years old. I own my car, getting ready to buy a house. I got a degree, no kids. I'm on vacation every other week, been out the country. Like, you can really do it. I want other girls from Memphis, especially South Memphis, to know you can do it. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to succumb to, everything around you, parents, family members being drug dealers. Like, your situation is going to be what you make it. You can want better and you can get better. Just got to keep your mind to it.
Go on, Nikki B. Wow, I am loving this conversation. I'm so glad that you joined me today on the Verbally Effective podcast. I want you to let everybody know what you got coming up. I know you and I will be working together on this upcoming Saturday for the Galentine event. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to you doing your thing on the mic.
Yes.
I'm really excited about that. So tell us what you got coming up.
Okay, so first up, this Saturday, which is February the 12th, we got the Galentine's Day brunch. It's going to be hosted by Tori. Then we got Ina, we got DJ Alpha Whiskey, and a whole lot of other black girl magic on this cast. Today, actually, it's $40. I hope you guys don't see this too late.
Yeah.
The tickets are $40 flash sale. You get brunch and 2 mimosas with that one. So that's a deal you don't want to beat. Every Thursday, we at Menu for karaoke. Karaoke Thursdays is just a vibe after work, come as you are type deal. Saturdays, we going to put that shit on. And Sundays, we're going to put it on. So Saturdays, we at Status from 10 to 2. And then Sundays, we at Life Lounge on Mount Moriah from 10 to 2. And I got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. So y'all follow me on Instagram, Ooowee Nikki B, Twitter, Ooowee Nikki B, and Facebook, Ooowee Nikki B. Do not be reporting my page, okay?
Don't be reporting her page. They be trying it.
They trying to get my page hacked. I'm at 20K. I need them people.
Wow, that's a lot, 20K.
And I was at 30, and Instagram deleted 10, but hopefully it was just those spam pages. I'm hoping it was just a spam page. It's like those little porn pages. So
wow.
Got that out the way.
Oh, my. Well, thank you so much,
Thank you for
Nikki
having
B,
me.
for coming on the podcast. I see a lot of potential for you in this nightlife world and even beyond that. Even beyond that, because the possibilities are really endless here in Memphis. We talk about the crime. We talk about what we don't have. But to me, that just means there's a lot of opportunity here, right?
That's most definitely what it means.
Yes, so I'm excited about that. Thank you once again, Nikki B, for joining me on the podcast today. You were amazing. And thank you guys for joining us yet again for the Verbally Effective podcast. Be sure to subscribe on all platforms, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio. And don't forget to check out Emil Segui Jr. with Exact Tax Prep. Tax Prep, his number, look, let me find his number again. His number is 901-752-9152. I'll see you guys next week for another edition of the Verbally Effective podcast.